Hello, and welcome to Ruckosaurus Rex, the channel where we review and discuss all things dinosaur and other prehistoric animals. How you guys doing out there? You see what it is. We have come to the end of it. Last figure in Wave 2 of the Beast of the Mesozoic Tyrannosaur Series. And we're ending it with a bang, or should I say a Bistie beast. We're talking about Bistahieversor. Indeed. I saved what for me originally was best for last, but now it remains to be seen. And we'll go over that near the end of this review. But for now, look at the packaging. You see what we got going on with Bistahieversor. And also I'll be probably phrasing it differently throughout the review. Bistahieversor. I'm just gonna. It's going to be. It's going to be that kind of party. Nevertheless, looking at the artwork, you see our Bistie Beast, which is a nickname for it, an official nickname. You see it engaged in battle with a Pentaceratops. So that looks great right there. The top, we've got the logo. Then turning to the rear, we have some figure artwork, and we've got a read-up that will also be on the included collectible card, and it is as follows. With its remains once said to belong to a species of Bistahieversaurus, Bistahieversor was given its own genus due to its skull having several unique characteristics. Its notable skull depth indicated the use of large jaw muscles and also featured an extra opening above the eye, said to have contained an air sac for reducing skull weight. The latter feature, however, was only found in the adult specimens. Bistahieversor also had about 64 teeth, 10 more than Tyrannosaurus Rex. So yeah, it's known for having a mouth full of teeth, and it also had powerful jaws. The dino stats are the length was up to 9 meters or 30 feet. The weight was 75.2 pounds. So you're talking about almost 4 tons. Location, Kirtland Formation in Fruitland Formation, New Mexico. The time period, 75.5 to 74.5 million years ago. Late Cretaceous. The features, 16 inches long, 22 points of articulation, of course the optional fixed pose standing rods, the 3 sets of interchangeable feet, the posable wire in the end of its tail. This is one of the larger figures, so it has sectional tail, and the last section is bendy wire, and the detailed base with metal foot pin. At the bottom you see the other figures in this wave. We have reviewed all of them. As is typical with Beasts of the Mesozoic, Bistahieversor also comes with a backdrop, and this one is of a pretty lush, dense forest scene, and that's not all it comes with, of course. You've got the base, same base that came with all of the 16-inch Tyrannosaurs in this wave, and that base is actually half of the Tyrannosaur base, the 1/18th scale Tyrannosaur, and of course the feet, the closed feet, and the walkers. So we've got all of that. And speaking of walkers, we also get the articulated feet, as you can see there, that you could use. And then finally, that card I was telling you about. You see it's got the artwork of Bistie in combat with a Pentaceratops on the rear. It actually has the readout that I recited earlier, as well as figure art. Behind it is the instructions to apply the tail, utilizing either an air dryer or hot water. And now it's time for the main event. the Beast, the Bistahieversor himself, itself, whatever. Very nice. The coloration is wonderful. It's based off of the black snake, as you can see why. It's got that nice red, not necessarily underbelly, but close enough. And it you got that on the hind limbs and the tail as well. It's looking very, very nice. This figure is a 16-inch figure, and the readout stated that the size estimates for Bistahieversor is 30 feet, but that's one of many. Back in 2010, somebody estimated it to be about 26 feet, and then somebody in 2016 estimated it to be about 29.5 feet. Nitpicking, I guess they just didn't want to give it up to an old boy who said it was 30, but this figure represents a 24-foot animal, so I'm thinking that David Silva probably decided to just split the difference a little bit and go with that. So if you go with the 2010 estimation, this is nearly fully grown. If you go with either the 2016 or the original estimation at 29.5 or 30 feet, then this is a subadult, which is cool too. I'm gonna go with the youngster and do subadult. I'm going with the middle and say 29.5 feet, and go with that and say that this is a subadult. This particular wave, that's the other reason. All three, if I recall, all three Tyrannosaurs in this particular size range, 16 inches, were all coming in undersized. They were all basically, the difference is that the previous two were definitely officially subadults or juveniles. This one, I'm just going to assume that's what it is. Looking at our Bistie up close, looking at that head sculpt, the snout is it's not short, but it's not long either. It's not like an Alioramus, and it's not stumpy like Lythronax. It's somewhere in the middle there. And the eyes, for this particular species, Mr. Silva actually went different, and the eyes are blue with black pupils this go round. You've got the nice, the dark brown, as that's at the top of the head, and then of course it goes into this orange-like color, and then ends the jaws are like a very light gray. There's a slight wash on there to bring out the scales. When you look at the front, oh yeah, definitely got the bino vision going on. Not looking too derpy like Lythronax was looking, but you got the nice crest there, and the crest is a gray, and it's got blacks in there to bring that out, looking nice. He's got a couple of knobs or whatever over the eyes, so you got that. I'm going to open up the mouth. You can see the ear, of course, opening up the mouth. You know that it's articulated, and strangely enough, the mouth is purple. I don't know what's up with that, but it's cool. Still has the wet look. Still has the nasal passageways sculpted in. The one thing I will say is you can tell the teeth look nice, but you can tell that we're not playing the mouthful of teeth game with this guy. It looks like it's the same amount as any other larger Tyrannosaurid in this particular wave. You'd think that Mr. Silva would have found a way to fit more teeth in its mouth, but that wasn't to be. Anyway, looking at the rest of the head, you've got, like I said, that reddish, like blood orange type of color there, and it goes down to the lower jaw, and then you've got that gray there, and that's the same thing for the rest. It's the coloration isn't as crazy, you know, and extravagant and diversified as with some of the other species we've reviewed. It's essentially three colors. when you if you exclude the crest and of course the eyes. It's a dark brown. Then you've got that blood orange, and then you've got the grayish kind of cream on the for the underbelly, and there's a dark wash or dry brushing over there too, as you can see right there. So pretty nice. The arms, forelimbs are the dark brown on the interior of it. It's the blood orange. The claws are painted black, as you can see there. And then the hind limbs, same thing. Same thing. Not much difference there, but looking pretty good. Look at the front there, and you could see the scoots are a brown, so it's a little bit lighter than the rest of the legs, and then of course the claws are black. Then the tail, same thing. The top portion, the upper half, if you will, is very dark brown, and then it goes into that blood orange. And you got some striping there at the beginning, the base of the tail, and then it goes all the way down. And then even as it's tapering out, there's still some blood orange there, but it gets more and more solid as it tapers out. And then, of course, you've got that cream color there. Opening up, I really don't see any cloaca style going on there, so we won't worry about it. Turn it to the other side. Same. Once again, these are the static legs, and except more dry brushing there to bring out the scales in there and coloration. It's just pretty nice. And then we will end it looking at that head sculpt. As far as articulation goes, we've already checked out the jaw, so you know what's up with that. The head moves independent of the neck, so you get up, down pretty nicely, and it also turns independent of the neck, but in conjunction with the neck, you get even more. So the neck goes left, right, and it goes up and down as well. So that's very nice. The arms, they do flail out, as you can see. They rotate, they swivel at the wrist as well as articulate up and down at the wrist. And then, of course, the paws have articulation. They go in and out. Your torso, you've got left, right, and some up and down there. The hind limb, I attached one of the articulated limbs, so you can see that. You can, of course, rotate it at the hip. You can articulate it at the knee, and it swivels there too. This is the articulated leg, so you have articulation at that, we'll call it ankle. And then, of course, with the feet, you can go up, down, and then rotate left and right, and a little bit of pivot. As far as the other side is concerned, once again, it's at the knee, so you've got the articulation and the swivel, and they do flail out a little bit, the legs, the hind limbs. The tail, right at the base, after you've installed it, left, right, up, down. Second joint, left, right, up, down. Third joint, left, right, up, down, and it is bendy, as you can see right there. So that is, see if I can get him to stand with one articulated leg. Probably not. Not without some, it looks like he doesn't want to at this time. So I'm just going to hold him. Now it's time to show off our Bistahieversor with his wave mates. Wave 2, Tyrannosaur Series, Beast of the Mesozoic. First up, we've got the Susky Tyrannus, followed by Proceratosaurus, and now Shinsasaurus, Teratophonius, the derpy-eyed Lythrinax, and of course Jersey Zone, I should say Joyzy Zone, the Dryptosaurus, and of course Big Daddy himself, Tyrannosaurus Rex, who kicked it all off. And so you could see how large a Bistahieversor would be compared to a human being. We've got Jurassic Park's own Robert Muldoon. And we're going to wind it up with this. It's what I've been waiting for. I love having ceratopsians mixed with their Tyrannosaur counterparts, and we got it going on real strong right here. We've got Bistahieversor up against the Pentaceratops, and I tell you, Pentaceratops may not have been the biggest ceratopsian, but it was no slouch, no slouch at all. In fact, I dare say that our Bisty Beast here had a harder time with the Pentaceratops than the Tyrannosaurus Rex would have had with Triceratops or Torosaurus. So yeah, I think that's where we're going to end it right there, because we have got a match. We've got a match. We've got adversaries right there. So that's exactly how we're going to do it. As far as Bistahieversor is concerned, love the figure. I was definitely anticipating this figure as my favorite in the wave, and it's still up there, but I can't even front. Dryptosaurus just supplanted it, took it over. But I still love this figure. The colors based off the black snake, very, very nice, vibrant blood orange, contrasting with that dark, dark brown. The purple mouth is still tripping me out, but it is what it is. Very nice. You see that I'm bound and determined to have these figures, these bipedal figures, stand on their own without the base if possible. And I was able to do that with our Bisty Beast here. So that's very, very cool. Wave 2 of the Tyrannosaur series is now complete, and loved every bit of it. I'm glad that I've got all of them, and now have to wait till the end of the year to get the final wave, Wave 3, where we get a bunch of the big boys. Albertosaurus, Gorgosaurus, Tarbosaurus, which is already considered undersized. David Silver came on and he basically stated that the Tarbo is going to be considered a subadult. So there we go again, because quite frankly, the Tarbosaurus should have been almost as large as the Tyrannosaurus Rex, but I can see they'd have to come up with an entire new sculpt in order to accommodate that species. So they just went with the one below, the Gorgosaurus and the Albertosaurus, because they share bodies. A lot of times they're sharing bodies, and the only thing different would be distinctive heads and maybe the arms, like with Bistahieversor and Dryptosaurus. They're sharing the same body, but you all know what's up with the Drip. He's got those long, long arms, distinctive, which I love so much. Anyway, that's going to do it for this review. That's going to do it for this wave and this series of reviews. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about Bistahieversor, or what you think about the Tyrannosaur series, Wave 2 as a whole, the channel, whatever. Leave your comments below, and subscribe to the channel. Leave likes. And also hit that bell to be notified for the next time I upload a video. I've got the How Long Good Carnotaurus on the way, and as soon as I can get it done, I'll be getting the PNSO. What's that new thing that got? Oh, it's going to be the Yanchuanosaurus, basically 2.0. So got those coming down the pike. Until then, guys, though, thanks for rocking with me, and take care.